They say you'll never fully feel ready. And I can honestly tell you that I don't feel ready for what's about to happen. Are a lot like hikes. At first, they seem fun and exciting, and then as you lose your excitement, you're left asking yourself, what am I doing? And it always seems like those who have made it say the same thing. It's totally worth it. Before we accomplish any goal, we need to do 3 things. Setting goals is fun. It gives you a sense of purpose and excitement. And for me, it's always been dream as big as you can. To have the best chance, you should be as specific as you can with your goals. The more specific you are, the greater direction you have, which leads us to action number 2. While you're not going to be able to plan for everything that comes your way, it is important to set up a bit of a daily routine to give yourself some time to work on your goals. And don't worry if you don't get it right away. It takes time to learn new routines. So now that we have the prep work out of the way, it's time to start. The only problem is we don't know how, and often paralyzed with the thoughts of where to begin. This is resistance, and it happens to everyone. And some things to expect along the way are uncertainty, fear of failure, and imposter syndrome. And those feelings aren't going to go away, so you might as well lean into it and just start. There's no denying making stuff is hard. It takes time and a lot of it. And learning to be okay with failure is just as important as learning how to succeed. To accomplish any dream, you need to learn how to be bad at something. And once we allow ourselves permission to lean into failure, we start to lean into authenticity. And authenticity is what allows us to make stuff that people can relate to. Failure is where most people decide to give up or never take the first step. But embracing failure allows the best idea to come to the surface. The ones that have achieved their dreams are the ones that use failure as their greatest mentor, their guide to their destination. And just when you feel like you have momentum, it vanishes. In achieving anything, we'll have to find the rhythms of consistency, showing up every day amidst the lack of passion, motivation, and inspiration. I have found that this process of slowly chipping away, day in and day out, shapes not only our understanding of our goals, but also the attributes of who we are. We learn how to be patient with ourselves, kind, and strength to work through hard situations. It's in these moments we come face to face with our inner thoughts. Thoughts like, what am I doing? Am I going the right way? Or will this ever really happen? Every great dream comes with a great battle, but these battles don't find victory overnight. They're fought every day, for months and years, looking at your doubts, worries, and anxiety, and not running from them, but walking through them until one day you wake up and it seems like everything changed overnight. Which leads us to our final step, patience. You might be asking, how does it differ from its cousins, consistency and perseverance? Well, let me show you. This is patience. There's no music, there's no color, there's no dance. It's boring and bland, and you just have to wait in it.
And that's why I like the plainness of the word patience, is because that is what it is. There's nothing persistence. Persistence is like, you're at mile 22, persist, man, you'll get across the finish line in 4 short miles. That's beautiful and fun and hardcore.
Patience is the act of waiting, trusting in what you've done and who you are. And sometimes that can be harder than doing the actual work to see your dreams come to pass. Patience is a lost art, but the reward for those that find it is great. With it, you can achieve literally anything. Without it, you find your dreams lacking depth. You see, patience has a funny way of producing stuff with great meaning. It weeds out the bad and brings life to the good. It is the key to any goal, any dream. If you find yourself doing those things long enough, you'll find yourself here at your destination, having achieved all of your goals and dreams. And when you get here, you'll realize it wasn't ever about the dream or the goals, but as cliche as it sounds, it was about the process. It was about showing up for yourself and proving to yourself that you were capable. It It was about the people you met along the way, the fun times and the hard times. It was about all that you learned and all that you unlearned. Dreams and goals have a funny way of refining us. They take us through the fire and they trim all of the fat off. The theme that remains is all that is good. We stand firm in the fact we didn't give up. And we learned how strong and resilient we are and always were. But more importantly, you realize that there's nothing in this life, no goal, no dream, that will ever fully satisfy you. Because once you get to the top, you'll see another mountain you want to climb.
No problems. I just want to live my life, but I keep on hearing about nonsense. Me and my dons ain't mobsters, but you